Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Cemetery Commissioners meeting. This meeting is being recorded by WCAT TV. If anyone else is recording, please let us know.
At what time?
At 4:03.
Okay.
All right. Let me look at my agenda here. Opening meeting, review and accept minutes from the previous meeting.
Yep. Oh, and I have the folders right there, so you can sign that when you
Oh, this?
approve. Yep. Oh, I see an error here. This should be 4:05. You can just, I believe you can just correct that. Up at the top, the time. Open the meeting. And initial it, please. Awesome.
Okay, read this real quick. Period water line, I knew about that. Ms. Crystal wants to discuss the placing the map in lots, that's new selection of cemetery, and placing, wanted to make sure sign promotion, no longer paving estimate for the area. Paving estimate for the area by the flagpole tabled.
Right.
We don't have the.
Yeah, because Bill Brunk was gonna
Yeah.
take care of that, yep.
Okay, and. Okay, do you need to sign this, Mr. McKeon?
No, you don't need to, you can.
What's that?
You gotta sign it, he doesn't.
No,
Yep.
you do all the
Yep.
signing.
Thank you.
Really? I thought all of
Yes.
us have to sign.
No, well, he's not a commissioner.
Oh, that's right. I keep-
I'm not commissioned. I'm
oh,
just
all
here,
right,
I'm the advisement.
What's that?
I'm just the advisor.
Concierge. Okay, so we reviewed and accepted the meeting minutes.
Yep,
Budget review and balance expenditures.
okay. There's my little, spreadsheet there.
Where is it?
Presently, it's, third page in.
Okay, let's get the-
There you go. Presently, our budget is our balance is $4,555.51. We did pay a $250 bill for Fountain and Sons for Donna Moody's opening was $250. We paid that on the 29th. So that's where we stand at this point. I keep on getting these reoccurring bills from Fountains. Apparently, our post office is so bad that they keep on sending us a bill saying we're one behind, but we should be exactly where we need to be, because I checked with them last time, and they had just received one of the checks, so that's where we're at. That's our-
Okay.
And you'll see up in perpetual care, the perpetual care amount is not in there, but the balance that we have for water line replacement is $750.14, and we still have the encumbered money for resties, and we still have a large amount in perpetual care.
Okay. Hopefully we get that, use that for some of the paving, that's what I'm hoping. Or what, I mean,
Well, we need to get
Yeah.
we need to get a sum first from Bill, and he won't be back until
yeah,
1st of November.
where is he? Hunting? Not hunting season yet.
On vacation,
Oh,
I'm
good for him.
assuming.
I don't-
Yeah, he's gone for the whole month, so,
Good for him.
yeah.
All right, we got that. Reconstruction of section H slope area to allow usage.
That was something that we wanted to talk about. I don't know, how far you wanna go. This is just exploration, because we need much more time, I would think. but,
Yeah, and plus, we probably need Jeremy here too, because he's gonna have to use his equipment. So you wanna table that?
Well, I don't know, Jim, you got anything you wanna say about that? It talks about funding
Well,
options.
this is all basically just starting to talk about, brainstorm on different ideas.
Yep,
Do you wanna do some kind of sloping or terrace on that hill, or do you wanna try to expand the bottom of the hill?
I kinda like the ideas of finding out if we can slope it.
Or expand it, the existing territory?
Yeah.
I'd like to utilize the existing why cut trees when we don't have to now? I mean,
Well, you want to terrace it,
I'd like to use the existing property that we,
yeah, which would be terracing.
yeah.
That's the only way I would think of.
But unless there's another way except besides cutting trees and doing it. And I don't know anything about, I don't know anything about that process. That's where I looked at,
I believe that, as far as the funds, I'll have to look through this law, but I believe as far as the funds go, that is something that's supposed to come out of what we have.
perpetual care.
I'm gonna have to exactly go into it and find
Yeah.
it out. I meant to do it earlier, but we do have plot fund money. So I think it would be a stretch to think that we could use it for perpetual care for it, because perpetual care is something that you use to enhance the graves that are there, what's there, so I don't think that's where the funding for expansion might come from. It might even be something that would come before the town. I'm gonna need to research it a little bit more for
Okay.
our funding options. But I would like to, suggest that we reach out to a couple local landscape architects that might be
Yes.
willing to just take a look at it and tell us what we're looking at, let us know if it's
Absolutely.
possible. Perhaps they do it without a cost, just to take a look and give us some ideas, because
That'd be probably the next step,
I would
think.
say at least get I would say, yeah, if we can reach out to
See
a
if
couple.
it's feasible in any
Okay.
way.
But on the other option, I don't know if colleges have a program, I think we talked about that
I
briefly.
did, when we were gonna put this on the agenda, we did discuss it for a moment.
Yes.
And I did actually reach out to one, and I have
Yeah.
not gotten anything
You got a
back
call,
from
yeah.
them yet. Landscaping, okay, so I'm gonna reach out to a couple landscaping architects,
Yeah,
and they'd have to meet with you, so that you can take them exactly where you wanna be.
I could show them
Yeah.
the area that we,
And we should actually
do you know any
Take a-
architects, sir?
take a stroll up there ourselves,
Not landscaping, no.
Okay.
because
You
I
know
think
everybody
that's,
else,
I think
think.
that's what we would
When we
need.
meet this April.
Yeah.
When we meet up there later, we can.
Okay, so
Point the
I'll look
area
and
out.
see if I can get 2 or 3 of them, find out if someone would be willing to come out and give us an idea.
We have a slope, and we're trying not to cut woods, and it goes like this, and we'd have to build, what do they call them again?
Terraces,
Terraces,
It's
Now,
hard
those
to
terraces-
make burials on a
hill like this.
hill.
would they be
As
for,
it gets steeper and steeper,
Yeah.
it's getting harder and harder.
those would be for cremation only, right? Not burials, not full
I-
burials.
If you're gonna keep a steep,
Steve,
even that, I've tried to sell cremation lots to people and still they.
No, I mean
kinda-
if we terrace it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would be
Because
for
it would-
cremation or
It would
burial.
be shorter,
okay,
right? Wouldn't be a traditional, it'd be that kind of a burial. right?
I would say probably keep it for both, you know, if.
Oh,
they-
so
Yeah.
you would want to terrace out far enough so that you could
Do a
make a
burial.
normal lot size?
Yeah,
yeah, that would be nice.
Okay, and that is typically how big?
4x10
4 by
is the
10.
lot,
Okay,
but to get the equipment, you might even need it a little more.
okay. So the plot site itself is
Yeah,
4 by 10?
the plot
Okay.
you would be selling is a 4x10 lot.
Okay,
So I think we need to get the architect and get his feedback, but I like the idea of what we're saying right now.
and then you said parking off of Pine Circle?
On the bottom there, maybe making extra push of, so if someone was parked down below.
Would that take away from us if we wanted to expand in that woods there? That's the problem with that.
Well, either way, you're gonna expand it down there.
Yeah.
People are gonna park down there and walk in, so that's either way, or.
Yeah,
Well, how is that area? Is it flat? Is it
Yes.
gonna need
The
a lot of
bottom
fill?
is flat,
The bottom is flat?
Yeah.
Okay,
and that would be good for if someone was parking.
okay. And we don't have to put tar, we could put gravel, right?
Yeah. You probably have to do some drainage work though, on that, cause this water goes whipping down that hill and washes
Yes,
the
it does.
bottom out.
Okay.
So we'd have to look into some type of drainage too.
And Jeremy might be willing to do that.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Or it's maybe part of the,
the grand scheme.
yeah.
Okay,
Some drainage
so
on
let's
that
get the
bottom.
architect and see what happens there, and,
Or plus, if you're terracing the land, maybe that will slow the water
yeah.
more, I don't
Yeah,
know.
you would think it probably would. Okay.
Or you slope the road, and I was a million ideas that we could do, but, okay.
Yeah. Well, the road, yeah, that's the other thing, a road, so it all has to be looked into.
All right, so we're gonna do that. Expansion of the cemetery on 25-acre property.
And I will look, well, that's why so I'm gonna look into funding too. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have that for next meeting.
Yep, okay. We'll hold that, and then possible tree planting in section D.
Well, when we were talking about expanding, did you want to table that? Do you want to talk about
Yeah,
what
let's,
steps we'd have to do to try to expand it, or you just want to?
we got, the architect's probably gonna have,
No,
Well,
no, that's a whole,
Section D is not in section F is.
is the one that you want to terrace.
Is the area
Oh.
that we want to look at.
Yeah, okay.
Possibly expanding and
Okay,
bettering.
so section F is the one that you want to
Yep,
expand via terrace?
yeah, that would,
Okay,
we're
okay, so
looking
these are
into
both in the same, okay,
what is feasible.
okay. So actually reconstruction and expansion is just one section, okay. Okay. Possible tree planting.
where's section D?
So section D is the middle, do you know where the that large
Bench.
stone is, or the Sullivan bench, you know where that is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so if you're just sitting at that bench, you look over to your right,
Mm-hmm.
and that's that area.
There's a,
It's basically the lot that faces if you're sitting in that bench,
okay.
the circle.
And who wants to donate them?
I thought you said Dennis.
Oh, she
Kathleen.
did. I
That was
thought I was
all
gonna bring that
your,
up. She said she wanted to donate them, but I don't know if there's a tree line there. I can't, I don't know.
Well,
where-
that's-
Yeah.
That's what
That's
we're
what
gonna
this-
go over.
Yeah. Yeah,
after
I
the
haven't,
meeting.
she, when we were at that meeting, she said, I'd like to donate trees by where but it can't be in the middle. It'd have to be on the
Yeah,
tree line.
I'm gonna show you
Right,
some
Right,
options.
because we do have our regulations that it can't be,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the ones that we have, yeah, those aren't gonna go.
and then we
Okay.
had to cut down that tree that was on somebody's, remember you had to remove one that you had,
Oh, no, we just moved it out a little bit.
oh, you didn't cut one off? Cut one down for somebody? Oh,
There was two that went missing, but I think you
No,
replaced them,
one,
right?
one. But Mrs., one of our, had misinformation. She thought they were gonna be massive, and after she cut it down, I explained they were only gonna be this big. So she felt really bad, but she cut that on her own, and,
oh, okay, so she cut, that's what I
yeah,
meant.
yeah, and
Somebody
the other one,
removed-
there's no other one's been cut down, other than somebody hit it, maybe with the lawnmower, but I don't know what happened on that, so.
So my concern is
Yeah.
if it's gonna affect somebody's plot, I think we should make sure
Yeah.
that they're clear with a tree being planted
Yeah.
there. Just because it is, it was bare then, and I think it's fair to,
Yeah, no, it's
double check
fine,
and
it's
make
fine.
sure.
It's-
And
Yeah,
the thing
okay.
is, I measured it out yesterday, I'll show you.
Okay,
There's only 5 feet since about, not even this desk from the road to the grave,
and
so.
where is that information from? So whenever,
What do you mean?
wasn't there supposed to be, when Franny told me there's supposed to be tree lines there?
I'm
That's
just
why-
telling you what the available space from the road to someone's property that they deeded, the cemetery, there's only 5 feet where the trees were planted. Now, there's 10 feet on the other side where they done the other tree lines,
Mm-hmm.
so.
Well, the bottom line is
half.
everybody who has a tree now is approved of it and very happy.
right, right.
That's the
yeah,
bottom
gotcha.
line, and nothing
Yeah,
else is going there
Yeah.
except maybe the far corner where there's nothing.
Okay.
But that would be a donation from some nice person.
So where is the tree that, I mean, she wants to donate trees, where are you thinking?
I don't know, I thought it was down, I thought there was a tree line on that road going up. We didn't go into details, I didn't even talk to her about it, but I was trying to get her number, or you have her number to
I
see if
have
you,
her number.
do you wanna see if she's still interested in donating after we have this meeting?
Well, I'm just gonna show you
Yeah,
what
he's gonna take
later
us up,
on,
if you notice on our agenda, it says
Yeah, I know.
possible site visit,
half an hour or something.
so, okay.
Okay, so yeah, let's look at, I mean, she said, yeah, she'd love to donate some trees, but I was under the impression it was along the edge in a tree line area.
Now, she wants it up near where her stone is?
I think so, but I don't know where her store
Yes,
is.
this would be on the lower
right, so not
a
really
couple
even-
rows away from it. You
Yes.
could see it from
Right,
her stone for a further
Is there a tree
distance.
line on that edge? I think there is, isn't there?
There's a tree line on the edge of that
Right.
section D, where I made
I'd
a
have to
circle.
see it.
I'll show
yeah.
you. We'll start up.
And
by
I don't
the-
even know if she wants to do it. This is conversation 4 months
Well,
ago.
I'm
you know.
gonna show you, if someone says that they wanna plant a tree or
Yeah.
something, I'm gonna show you, give you a spot and
Right.
a line.
and
Right.
and if somebody ever does wanna plant a tree, Jim would have to be, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
he
and
manage that,
the,
so,
Yeah, I mean, and, yeah, got it. Okay, so we'll go.
Awesome.
All right. Old business?
okay, update on the tree trimming. I spoke with Jim from the tree service company, and, he told me that Jeremy's got them working on something, and when they're done working on what he's gonna work on, that he'll come out and take care of us. He was talking to Bill Brunk about that. Actually, when I called him requesting an update, he was with Bill Brunk at the time, working with him. So it's no date attached to it, but it's gonna happen, so that's the best update I could get.
Okay. Paving estimates, we gotta wait for Mr. Brunk to come back.
Yes.
Okay.
It's gotta be tabled, yep.
Am I going too fast?
Yeah, just give me a second. Thank you. Okay,
Discussions on acquire a plaque for the completed Eagle Scout
if
project?
you look at the last page, I've got, Jim, you've got it too, it's got a list of everyone that was involved in the Eagle Scout project. Because it's a beautiful, map and, list that he gave us, and put a ton of work into it. And it's not, no one knows where it came from but us, and whomever is listening. So, when we were up there at that, Court of Honor, wasn't that what that's called, Jim, a Court of
Yeah,
Honor?
Yep.
I mentioned that I thought it would be, that we should put something denoting who did it, when it was done. So I reached out to him and I asked him to give me the information. So you have that in front of you. He said, I asked him the Eagle Scout colors and he said they were red, white, and blue. So what do you think about having Mass Corps?
Absolutely, you're reading my
Corps
mind, yeah.
Make, I'm thinking something maybe 3 feet long?
So they have certain standard sizes,
Yeah,
right?
and certain depth and have it in the right colors and put this information on here? Like Eagle Scout project donated by his name and then finished on this
And
date.
where are you gonna
then this
hang it
troop.
on?
Well, if we could just drill holes in
Well,
the
there'll
sign.
be holes in it anyways.
Yeah, but in the map sign, we could drill holes and
hang it.
just hinge it, you know, just
Yeah.
put it on there like that. It might be something pretty simple to
So
do.
I would need to get a,
You got one?
no, but I need I need that scanned in,
Oh, okay.
but how you want the colors to look like. Is there something, a document that they've done that have red, white, and blue?
Can you put an American flag behind it? Can you put this on top of an American flag?
I think we probably could, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't wanna run the cost up.
Yeah. Well, actually, they did say, do you remember? They said that if we needed some help with funding,
Yeah,
that
they
they
would-
would help us with that?
No, I don't want it, I don't want them paying. I wanna pay if we're gonna do anything.
Oh.
That's
So-
the least we could do.
Well-
That's like saying, I'm gonna buy you a gift, I'm gonna acknowledge you, but you gotta pay for it.
Well, actually, I think they should have put something on there themselves.
Yes, they
Of some
should.
form or other, so.
Well,
I mean, I don't mind accepting their generosity,
I just-
but I agree with you.
When I send it to the inmates, I just want them to see it doesn't have, an example of the colors, how we want it. Red, white, and blue, they can do red, white, and blue, no problem, but where they gonna put,
Oh, you want me to set this up on how it would look? on-
no, we'll do that. I
Okay.
just need to see red, white, and blue. Typically, we can do it, but they wanna see how you want it set up.
Right.
Unless we just do a plain sign.
Just do a flag background and then it's
Yeah,
set
that's
up
what I'm,
with
yeah.
blue.
Okay, so a white background, white white with the flag background and all the names on it.
Yes, and saying what it was, that it was an Eagle Scout project from
And, yeah, if
Cameron
you- and you
Bolduc.
just, if you write it out, that'd be great.
Sure, it's right on here, but I can write it out.
Yeah, scan it in, and this comes from you to me,
Okay.
and then I'll get you a quote.
Okay,
I'll send it to the shop, very simple.
all right,
Yeah.
okay.
And the size, you know, I mean, as I said, 12 by 12, 20 by 20.
Probably longer and
Yeah.
more like a street sign
Right,
size,
12
as
by
wide
18
as you could get or something. I mean, because you have quite a few names here. You have
that's what I'm
1,
worried
2,
about. 20 by
3, 4,
20,
5, 6,
12
7,
by
8, 9,
18 or
10,
something?
11.
that's a street sign, but that won't hold all those names.
You have
no.
11 names, but if you,
Probably.
but you could stagger them.
Well, what
You know.
about a 24 by 24
Yeah,
sign?
absolutely, square, yeah.
That's about the size of the signs I have.
Yeah, there you go, perfect.
Okay,
So Steve, can I get a quote, 24 by 24, American flag background, and the list of the names in black, and whatever you want written.
okay,
I'll send it off to Larissa.
okay. American flag background,
Yeah.
lettering in black.
And I'll
American-
send you the proof prior to production.
So you don't want me to,
I gotta have that scanned to
Right,
the names too.
right, but,
Just email me, that's all I need.
so you want me to tell you how I want this set up and this?
No, we'll set it up.
Oh, you'll set it up.
We'll do it all. All I need is that scanned into me, quote request, Warren Cemetery Commissioners.
Okay,
Scan it to me, and email it to me, you know, you're both, it's not a problem, you know.
Yep.
And my 20 by 20, you said?
20 by 24 by 24.
24 by 24. Okay.
that wouldn't be too, I mean, how high is that up off of the ground? Is that like 3 feet off the ground? I mean, you don't
There's
want it,
room underneath it.
Yeah.
I could verify if you want me to.
But that-
yeah, double check to see if it's, because you also gotta remember, it's probably gonna be hanging by what's that, maybe 3 inches, it'll probably be mounted 3 inches below? Because it's gotta
But
be
you
some,
want some, but a 20, that's a lot to hang. It's gonna swing.
yeah,
That is, you're correct.
well, you wanna screw it directly on there?
Or
But
you
then you
wanna
got
s-
nothing
Or do
supporting
you
on
wanna
the
put it on a
bottom.
signpost next to it? What's that? What?
Put it on a signpost?
Put it on a
Why?
signpost
Why-
under it.
what'd I say?
Yeah, I don't wanna put
Just-
another
Just put post under the sign or
behind, yeah,
to the wooden legs maybe.
yeah,
Whatever you want, we can do.
okay, okay. All right.
If
Well,
you
we can
want
get
it
it, and then if it
underneath
doesn't
it.
work, we could,
I think it should be underneath, it's centered underneath the map, is what I'm thinking, would be,
to your point, is it going to swing? I like that.
well, not
idea.
if, yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, if you're
but-
gonna attach it, or 24 by 24 is, yeah, it's gonna swing in the wind, hit the shed and,
That's, yeah, so,
Yeah.
so what, how are we gonna secure it now? I'm just, I don't know, I'm not a mechanic.
If we have a little, if we take a 4x4 post, short one,
yeah.
and attach it with the screws that are gonna be in, holes that are gonna be in there, we could do that, right? And, but still have it so it's beneath the sign,
That might work.
Or
unless
the-
we're gonna
yeah,
hit
or the
something when we're
posts,
digging.
Yeah. A brace from post to post,
Okay,
and then, yeah, then it wouldn't swing. It would just be tight.
okay.
Could
Can
do
we put it
that.
on the side of the building? I'm just throwing things out.
Well, I'm just thinking that when you look at it, you're looking at that, it would be nice
No, I
to
love what- I
notify it
love the
right
idea.
off.
I'm 100% in that idea. It would be good looking great. Not on top either though, right? I'm just.
No, I think you want something underneath.
I'm just throwing stuff out. I don't, that underneath would be great.
And the first thought that I originally had was get a boulder. Get a boulder, put it down by the sign and put the plaque on the boulder. But, you know, that has its whole, then you wouldn't be able to put all this information on there.
No.
We just have his name, you know, and a date. And all these people did a lot of work for it, so.
Yeah. It's good to recognize.
Okay, so
Okay.
you scan it in when you get a chance, send it to me, and then I'll get you a quote, and
Okay.
flag background with all their names written in black.
Yep,
24 by,
24 by 24.
Yeah.
got it. Okay, that's easy.
Unless you set it up on a 24 by 24 and it doesn't look good as a commissioner,
No, they're gonna.
figure it out. I mean, you got a right to adjust that, you
No,
know?
that's why they're gonna give you a proof prior to
Right,
making it.
right,
And
right.
So you're gonna put the order in.
Right.
I'll give you the quote, but customer wants to approve prior to production.
Right. Okay,
Even though Justin didn't do that last time for you, but that's. another story for another day. Okay, so we got the discussion of the Eagle project, that's great. Agendas, items for next meeting. Well, obviously, we want to talk about the paving.
Yep, what's been tabled, yep.
One other thing I wanna, well, one of my
Oh, I forgot to.
points
Yeah,
of
we got
report,
superintendent report up there.
well, we can add on to the next. So, as you guys know, I do a lot of contacting and everything, and defining of graves, answering calls at whenever they come in. I was going to think about asking if you, for next budget season, if you could figure out how to do a superintendent stipend.
Well, there is no position of superintendent, that's,
Yeah.
there's nothing in there that says, I asked because I wanted to do something like that, but there is no,
When you're doing these things.
Yes.
You should be taking, that should be coming out of your 20 hours that you're assigned to us. So if, let's say, you end up with 3 hours on the weekend,
yeah,
having to,
Like he's doing
you know,
now.
run in, yeah,
he's
like
doing that
right now.
this weekend
Yeah.
he worked, he got to take
Okay,
it.
okay, so
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
should come off of, you should be paid for that by the highway garage and just turn a thing into him because he's given you 20 hours for us and 20 hours for the parks. Isn't that what he said?
Yes, no.
So,
he-
so you should be getting paid for that from them, because I'd love to do that. But I don't think we can do that. I think that was the whole
We'd have to
problem with all
create-
that.
right.
But that was the whole problem with all of that, because it was conflict of interest, that you were
Yeah.
getting money from two different departments.
Right,
So,
and there is no, and I know we looked into it, superintendent's positions are created, there is nothing in the town bylaws that has that. I think that was Franny that created.
Franny did that, but
Yeah,
still,
no, I don't care, that's fine, if he does, that's fine, but that's,
but that's something that, and I know it may be difficult, do you feel it would be difficult talking to Jeremy about that? I mean, do you turn in a log to him saying how much hours you?
Well, no,
worked at the
it's just,
cemetery?
sometimes if, at the end of the hours already worked, and something comes up,
Wouldn't you be able to subtract that? Wouldn't you be able to turn that in the following week? Let's say
I
it's,
think it has to be
let's
done
say,
the same.
I guess that's what it would have to be.
yeah.
I don't
I'm
think-
just,
Let me
just
check with-
throwing
Yeah,
it
let me
out
check
there.
with Jim Farrar, okay, because I think if it's past, if you've already filled your week, because I think we did that one other time, there was something, and Jeremy just said, we're just gonna send him home early because he's already
Right.
done all this.
Yeah, and that's what I usually do.
Yeah.
yeah, but they,
To make
and
it
they don't
work.
wanna pay overtime, I know that.
No,
But, so that,
But these are things that sometimes I like,
they're not
you know,
scheduled.
over answer, answer a call,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
up, show someone a stone, or,
yeah, but,
wreck,
no,
you know.
but I think,
Should be time, you should
Getting it back
accumulate,
up.
It doesn't take a lot of time, but over 6 months, it could be 4 hours.
right,
You know,
Yeah,
that's why I'm
yep.
saying, some type of stipend thing.
they won't give you money, I think they'll give you time back, no problem, but I don't think they'll give you a
well,
stipend.
I will,
So
I will.
that- Again,
I'll talk to the town administrator and see how we can work this, because if indeed that is the case, and I believe it is, and you're probably shorting yourself on 4 hours over 6 months, it's more than that. Because every time I get in contact with you during the weekend, that's, taking you away from,
Yeah,
yeah, it's so,
things like that.
Yeah,
right.
I understand
So
where you're
I
coming
think,
from.
yeah,
You
I-
definitely should not
But
be doing
in there,
it for free.
it's an accumulation of time.
it's a flexible job. It's
Yeah.
always something can
But
happen.
what happens when you go to a burial on a Saturday?
It takes the
Well,
time.
that's what they're scheduled out, and I can save time, and I'll leave, previous hours.
Okay, so those are scheduled out, but you're talking about
So,
things
so
that are
I'm not talking
scheduled.
like, an actual, this is more of the clerical side.
Right,
Answering a little phone call, going up and showing someone on
right.
a Saturday, answering a question, answering an email, answering something on the social media page,
Then maybe we should.
setting something up, for work, to meet during normal work
Right,
hours or something.
right. I wonder if it would probably be cumbersome for you to keep some kind of a log.
That's what I was thinking too.
You know, maybe you could just keep a log, you know, and, but I will check with them, but I kind of think,
But it varies too, you know,
Yeah.
it might go a while without no one really
Right.
calling, or I can take care of requests on.
well, you know, you could text me.
Or you can
You
say,
could
I mean,
text me
oh,
and
you
I
don't
could
answer
make
and say the
note.
office is closed, please call me only if it a true emergency. I'll be back Monday something like that on the Saturday or Sunday unless it's. a
Well,
true-
you know, that's hard to do when you're running the cemetery. I mean, people are in crisis, you know.
No, that's an emergency.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking.
No,
that's-
and these are things that, like I said, these things that don't take an hour. It's small little things built up,
Right,
questions answered.
right.
You guys can just leave the lights on and the door open when you're done in here.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, I mean, we'll,
I think that's a legitimate thing.
I think he definitely should be compensated. There's no, I mean,
Yeah.
not money, I don't think money, but definitely.
So this is just something
For
to,
next budget.
Something to
Yeah, I
consider.
yeah,
agree.
it's not like right now, it's
No, I
not,
mean,
who knows?
no, weekends.
Might take 2 years, I don't know, it might take
Yeah, yeah, let me.
it's
let
something
me-
to work into the equation.
Or you build the hours up and maybe at the end of the, I don't know. That's gonna be a Jeremy and Jim Ferraro question, answer.
No, well, yes
Yeah.
and no. I mean, he's working for us, so we should be involved in that.
Oh, absolutely, no, I think,
Discussion, you know?
we all agree he should be compensated.
Yeah.
That's not,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I
But
think
This
they-
is more, I brought it more to this commission for your take more than,
Yeah,
it's like robbing the highways time for, you know, it's.
Well, no,
I don't
that
wanna
was,
do that.
no,
It's-
no. The highway robbed the cemetery and the parks. He took you on, which was great, because
Hmm.
you're great there, okay, and you weren't getting any compensation in what you were
Right.
doing as far as medical or
Benefits,
any of the rest.
retirement,
So,
overtime now.
so, you know, it's kind of been a good thing for both of us, without a doubt.
Oh, yeah, no,
But
I
that
figure
doesn't-
it all out and
Right,
flexible.
But that doesn't mean that the agreement was, or what he told us is Parks gets you for 20 hours, we get you for 20 hours.
I think that's
So
what he-
that 20 hours, if you're not giving us 20 hours, okay? If we're not getting a full 20 hours from you, and the Parks isn't getting a full 20 hours from you, which I don't think either one of us are,
I think,
the highway department is benefiting
I
because,
think we are, no, I think we are getting the 20 hours from
oh,
both.
you think we're?
I'm pretty positive, I don't
If
see
you
it
think about it in manpower,
other than snow
otherwise,
removal.
you know, like say some projects I can't do myself, so I would get another
Right, so.
highway guy in, so it's
But
kind of
that's part of,
offsetting.
yeah, but that's part of their thing, is they
Yeah.
got the maintenance, so it's not you getting another guy. You're a separate entity to yourself, okay? Your time, what you do is what you do, not who you bring with you. Because that's what it was, is they were gonna hire extra people, so they could be in charge of mowing and maintaining and fixing things that need to be fixed. And you were still gonna do for us what you always did, take care of all the giving out, you know, selling the graves and, you know, taking the bodies out and putting them in there, coordinating all the burials and all that kind
And I
of
think
stuff.
and I think that's still going on.
Yeah. It is,
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
no, which is
Yeah.
great.
Right.
But like I said,
But I think if you're building up these hours, I think those hours should
absolutely, and I think.
you should be compensated, you should get those hours in pay. I will check with.
Time back, not overtime, but pay.
Yeah, either that or time off.
Time off, not, it wouldn't be
And
overtime.
it's not-
yeah.
it's
Definitely
not-
will not be overtime.
It's
That's-
not
yeah.
robbing
Yeah.
anybody, Jim, because that's,
No, it's part of the deal, I agree,
that's
no.
part of the
You
deal.
should be getting if you do on the weekend and do something, I know Jeremy's been really good about giving you time back, but correct me if I'm wrong, but, you should not be doing it for free either.
absolutely not,
No,
no.
I think we.
Unless you're a commissioner.
Yeah,
then you can do
yeah, you know,
So let me check with Jim, but I don't know how that'll work, but let me see what he has to say, if there's some way that we can do that legally. And,
Or we can do it legally,
well, no, that's how we got into the position that we had to
oh, no,
lose
but,
Jim.
no, he can, you can do it per state law that he can get compensated as long as it's the same week, hours in lieu of
Oh, yeah,
overtime.
yeah, but I mean, giving him a stipend,
Like at
money,
what?
yeah,
I-
yeah, that's what I don't think we can do.
No.
Like
I
a
mean-
yearly, like an extra yearly stipend.
Yeah, yeah, I'll check into that, but I I'd be surprised if we could, if we can, I'm all for that. But, I think that's what got us where we are, is that, you know, you can't take money from two different,
Right,
you know, even though it's not a pay, it's still a stipend, and they still take taxes out of it, and, you know, but I'll look into it. And then we'll work something out, because I know that you do a lot off the clock. You do a lot off the clock, so,
but like I said, you should be getting compensated time-wise from Jeremy, absolutely.
and I mean, if it, I would appreciate it if you could, if you got a little notebook and you just started, even if it's
Absolute-
just
I agree.
15 minutes, just jot down. I don't
And
care
let
if it's
Jeremy
scrap
know
paper or
before the
whatever.
payroll-
So that's what you want,
Well,
just to,
no, not to accumulate the time, so we can
Yeah.
say, okay,
yeah, okay.
you know, we know that this much you should be compensated for, time-wise,
Time-wise.
Yeah.
you know, because if
You
you're,
can,
Can't pay
you can
overtime.
use that information if you want a further discussion with other agencies in town.
yes,
Right,
and,
yes.
and that would include, you know, discussing with Jim, if it should be at the end of the year, if you've accumulated 4 hours in this extra stuff that you've done over and above what your normal 20 hours was, you should get compensated for that. Because that's the spot that we're at now, is that you're splitting yourself like you are, and, you know, you can't, unless they're
But
gonna.
I do, like I say, I do try to schedule everything around the working hours as much as I can, but, you know, when someone calls
Yeah,
unexpectedly, they want a record.
But should we be, like I said, should we not be answering those unless it's a true emergency or immediate death? Please contact me Monday and not take the calls.
But if someone's looking for something, it's a Thursday afternoon,
Yeah,
we're
I'm
going
a-
at
I'm
3,
asking, yeah,
4,
What's up?
we don't really do, and I don't have any extra hours.
Yeah. Maybe
So
we can
it's-
carry,
it's a
maybe
while.
we can carry the over till
Yeah.
Monday or
Yeah.
Tuesday the next week.
well, if something came up Thursday afternoon, okay, you didn't have any extra hours. Personally, myself, I think you would go to Jeremy and say, listen, I did this for an hour and a half, sold this guy a grave. I'm gonna leave an hour and a half early Monday, is that okay with you?
That's probably what he would do.
Yeah, I think
Well,
that's probably
Thursday.
what he would do,
Yeah.
yeah.
He has no
Yeah.
choice, he can't, his overtime budget is minuscule
Right.
except for snow and ice.
And you shouldn't be doing it for nothing.
No,
Yeah,
that's,
yeah. So I think that would be the best way is a weekly, to weekly approach him with this is what I did after hours.
but on the flip side, unless it's an emergency.
And you're
you
not
should-
taking advantage of anybody.
Yeah. Like I said, if it's not an emergency, it can wait till Monday, business hours. But if it's an emergency, by all means, somebody died.
So how do you feel about that?
Well, is it, would you count emergency like someone looking for,
Somebody died, yeah, absolutely.
not
Yeah.
someone died, but a family member looking for a plot?
And I would have to wait till Monday, when you're there, Monday through Friday, or Thursday, if it's just looking. But
How
if
do you,
some-
yeah,
somebody died.
how do you feel about
Yeah.
that? Would you be willing to wait until Monday?
Well,
I mean, not.
sometimes people travel from afar, you know,
Yeah, yeah. So I
they
think
call
we-
us, they
yeah.
contact us.
In case of a true, like, got your dentist
Well, I
office.
think we have to be flexible. I'm
Yeah.
with.
It is,
with
that's
Joe.
why this is a flexible
Yeah.
job.
It's kind of like an undertaker. Well, it is.
They are,
It's
they are.
dealing with the same thing.
And
so
then
there has
that's,
to be
that's
flexibility.
when they call. They call when,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. So, yeah, I would say that you should, my mindset, I'm gonna check with Jim, but my mindset would be to weekly accumulate that time.
And then get it back the
And
following
then
week.
just,
don't it?
yeah, and just let Jeremy know, I mean, come up with a form maybe, unless you need us to have a form. Do you want me to talk to Jeremy? I mean, I'm the clerk, I can talk to Jeremy if you want me to talk to
yeah,
Jeremy
well,
about
like I
that.
said, these are all just, doesn't have to be done instantly. I'm fine with what we do now, how we do it.
Well, I'm not fine with how we do it now, because you're not getting paid for the time that you're putting in.
No,
But
he
if
is
it's
now,
something
I
we
think
wanna-
he is now. I don't-
I do.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for the little extra things
Yeah,
that,
okay.
But if they can be put off to Monday to Friday, Thursday, we should be doing it, not, like I said, answering the phone, and it's not emergency.
Well, how's he gonna know it's not an emergency unless,
Because
how's he
they're
gonna
gonna,
know?
don't,
'Cause
It,
If they, cause they call your cell phone, right?
yeah, well,
And
they
you
do
know.
sometimes.
well, why do?
Or
how-
Facebook.
Well, shouldn't they be calling the office?
Well, not
They
if
do.
it's an emergency that somebody died and they need
And
a,
then sometimes they'll leave a message on that, I didn't get it, and
Yeah.
then they'll call my phone.
Right.
Well, we have to.
and he's
But
actually, his cell phone is actually listed on the
Yeah.
website for contact,
And that's fine, I'm okay with that, I'm better off because I can start.
right?
But you also can put it,
schedule.
you also can put a voicemail and say, in case, if this is a true emergency,
Mm-hmm.
immediate, like a death, something like that. Please call me during the week, Monday, immediately, but if not, I'm in the office Monday at 6 AM or 7 AM. True emergency. If you need to meet, that's what, like, doctor's office puts that, you know, so you don't have to
Yeah,
get
but
stuck.
doctor's offices aren't dealing with dead people.
No, but I'm saying, no, they're gonna be dead, no.
And weeping
I'm
families,
not coming
you know?
just to,
Yeah.
oh, la-di-da, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I get you,
Yeah.
I get you.
No, I get you, I know,
I think Jim is doing a good job managing it. I think the issue is to make sure that he's compensated for his time. We
Gotcha.
just need to be aware of the time that you.
Yeah, it just have to be, it's a flexible,
Yeah, it has to remain flexible.
but all the heavy, you know, the heavy side of
Yeah.
work is covered under
Yeah.
the highway currently.
And I
There's no-
apologize
when we
for-
flex,
Okay.
flex hours around, that's not the issue.
Yeah,
I-
we'll get something,
yeah,
we'll
the-
figure something out.
The
Jim.
summit, let's go back to the cemetery report, which I missed, I apologize. Superintendent
Superintendent
report.
report, yeah.
Okay, that's one side of it. We're gonna talk about the tree lines later. The Kubota tractor's back up and running. As of now, still no water leaks. This water system is still
And
on.
when are we gonna shut that
We'll
off?
probably keep that on to beginning of November, right after Halloween. Somewhere in there. Of course, if the weather's good, it's gonna be left on a little longer.
Yeah.
That tree that's on the side of the water tank,
Mhm.
mentioned it to Jeremy again this
He
week.
talked about it today to me, I know that.
So hopefully it's on his
To-do
priority
list.
list. It's quite a big tree to tackle on a hill. And the next thing is October 3rd through the 10th, I'm going to be out of town to a trip. So I've actually messaged Chris from St. Paul's too, if there's anything he could possibly help out, if he needs graves located or something, working with my father during that time. I also mentioned to the funeral homes, Varnum and Sebula, the two main ones that we use, if by any chance we could kind of hold off during that time frame, if there was possibility to do that.
So what happens, God forbid, if we do have, what will be the protocol? if
Well,
you're-
Jeremy didn't Jeremy?
Oh,
used
no,
to
he
be
knows how to do it
cemetery
as far
guy?
as what lots are available,
Yeah.
and we have to sell a lot.
Well, didn't he do more than that as a
I'm
cemetery
just,
guy?
because I don't know the answer. What, so if somebody, he's gone to wherever he is, I hope it's a wonderful vacation, and somebody calls on October 4th, somebody just died, we wanna bury him on October 7th, I need a lot, what do we do? I'm just acting.
That's why I was trying to
Koopman help you out, maybe?
hold it. If, worst case scenario too, is we could store it in the tomb for a few days if need be, or,
What, okay, it's not my opinion, I'm playing
Well,
devil.
it's kind of like what we do in the wintertime.
Yeah,
but
We
at
could
like
just
a
tell-
cremation, that could be,
yeah.
that could be held
Yeah.
weighted, or we could, possibly figure that one out. And like I said, I have some people that might be able to help that.
So, but I'm just saying, worst case, I don't wanna be calling you on vacation, if somebody wants a little plot, what do we do?
Well, if they need a plot,
Yeah, and
That's
they want,
the
and they wanna be
the
buried
plot-
right away, some people need to be buried the next day, in some religions.
guy will be back on the 10th.
So
But they're-
this
they're-
theory will
they're-
be
they're-
tested
I'm
if something
just
happens.
saying.
Hopefully nothing.
God, I don't want anybody to
You know,
die.
it-
Yeah, but
been
we do need
quiet
to put
lately?
some kind of, we do need to put some.
A backup to the back.
Some protocol in place so that we know, I mean, we are the commissioners, so I mean, we should probably be schooled in how to do this if we need to do this.
And with a list of where the lots, before you go, can you make a list of where the lot, well, you're leaving any day now, what am I saying?
yeah.
What lots are available?
I have all the maps and stuff. My other workers there can help that.
Oh, they know what
The
lots
half.
are available?
Yeah, the section F.
Okay.
What happens if they don't want
So-
section F, they want
so
somewhere else? I'm
If
just
they,
asking, though.
so.
Not being
so-
hard,
So if somebody needed a lot,
right?
I would think one of the commissioners would go up there with
I would
your-
go up there, I have
with-
no
with
problem
your
doing that
guys,
with you.
okay?
I have no problem doing
Yeah.
that.
So a commissioner would go up with your dad, is he the one?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'll.
With Alan, okay?
Yeah.
And sell them the lot, you collect the money for the lot
Correct.
from them.
Yeah.
Then you turn the information in to the clerk.
Yeah.
And I'll take and do
Yeah.
the, yeah. So
Okay,
Yeah.
if I'm home at night and I never
as
go
long as
anywhere.
as long as they don't need it opened, I mean, we should be good. If they
Mm-hmm.
want a lot and they don't need it opened, we can show them what we have and suggest that they wait till Jim come back if they
That's
want a
what-
better
oh,
choice.
That's exactly
what
what I
I-
wanna do, but not,
yeah.
if it's I'm just saying.
If it's an emergency, we'll manage, we'll
Okay,
figure it
okay,
out.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll figure it out, cause
Okay.
Alan is gonna be the cog here, and we're just gonna be kinda going around him. We're just gonna be the people that are gonna take the responsibility for taking the money and
But it's,
Yeah.
getting-
in any
doing the
business, it's always have a backup plan.
Well, we need to write something down, so
Yeah.
we have a backup plan, so we'll come up with one.
Yeah, just, I mean, we're never gonna use it hopefully, but it's just,
Right.
he has to go away on vacation, and he's, I'm sure he's gonna go better
Well,
places.
a lot of places, like at the water department, and I'm sure in the town, they have, procedures.
Yes.
Which you do in case of an emergency, and that, in case of you being gone, would be an emergency if someone needed to be buried, so it'd be nice if we just had an outline, first thing we do, sell the plot, this is what sections are open,
Yeah.
this is how you'd go about it, then you'd have to call up Fountain comes.
And it
takes
varies
them,
too.
opens
Sometimes the
grave.
people already have their plot ready, and
Yeah.
the funeral home would say, this lot, you know.
And it would be
give
the
me
matter of
information.
getting a hold of Fountain and saying, listen, they
Or,
want this
or,
funeral
or
at this
Jeremy
particular
digs
time,
it by hand if it's a,
if it's a cremation.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about, I think we have a rough idea, but that's good.
All right, I'll try to put something together,
Yeah.
I'll show it to Jim, see if that suits, we'll
Yeah.
have it for next time, and
Yeah.
if anything happens between now and then, we kinda got a rough outline.
Yeah, we have, all right, that's cool, I just wanna be covered, you
Okay,
know?
I agree.
Anything else?
I think that pretty much covers.
What was wrong with the Kabuto?
Yeah, what was wrong with the Kubota?
Some brake issues.
Brake issues,
brake.
oh, okay.
Not under
Brake
warranty anymore?
No, no. The highway had it apart, and they put new,
Really quick question while we're talking. Can we make sure when, and again, Cindy, when somebody, they have a funeral and then the flowers are sitting there for 1 or 2 months, they're all rotted and look terrible. There's one in section F that's been there. Just can we make sure that if they're alive, fine, but if they're dead, and it gets into, again, I'm asking, they've been, if you go, I think they're probably still up there now, just as an example, just to get rid of them.
yeah, there's starting to,
Look,
that one was Donna, that was back in August, so.
yeah, so they're pretty.
They've been there for about a month.
Yeah, but then there's other ones that I've been watering. I water all the ones that have pots there. I water them every morning when I go up there. So, yeah, just if we could just have Alan just make sure when the beyond recognition that we just get rid of those.
I have to say, they did that down at Munson, I went down there.
Munson's my
and
role
they had-
model.
They had picked up things and disposed of them, and I have to say, I was surprised because I didn't expect them to be gone, because they weren't, but they were gone, and I understand why, so. I think you gotta give them a reasonable length of time, and when they're definitely gone, they're gone, and just.
You mean dead? I mean the flower.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
when they've
please.
gone by and they're just,
There's no blue. The total. You can.
yeah.
Okay.
No one came back. Sometimes people come back. That's why everyone is different. Every situation is different.
Okay,
But yeah, we can clean them up in the
yeah,
next
that's nothing.
couple
Just-
of days.
Yeah, a couple of days. All right, so,
We can go up to,
yeah,
yeah, we can set the date, because we don't have to come back here to finish the meeting.
No.
I spoke with Jim Farrar about that, so we can adjourn from up at the cemetery.
when is our next meeting?
Well, that's it, we need to set next meeting, November 12th or November 19th, they're both Tuesdays. I think Bill Brunk was gonna be back the 1st of November, so Thanksgiving this year isn't till the last Thursday in the month, that's the 28th, so
See my
if you
calendar.
wanna give Bill an opportunity to get himself settled back in, maybe we can do the 19th. I mean, you can do
I am
the,
free the 19th, no trade shows.
I can't do the 5th, one of you guys can do the 5th and take the notes.
No,
Okay.
I got nothing planned today.
And
4 o'clock,
he's not available on the 5th.
no, I'll do the 19th.
Fifth of,
The 5th is water department.
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
No,
I looked at my calendar, I said, what the heck?
no, but 19th's fine.
no, that's the 12th. You're talking November 12th?
Yeah, November 19th, we want to have it. All right,
That's the
want-
next week. The 19th is the next week, probably. But
The 19th is, the
Tuesday.
19th is the third Tuesday.
yeah, I got it
Okay.
right here on my calendar.
Yeah.
I'm available.
You available the 19th?
yeah, we
Okay.
should, yeah, it should be.
Okay, next meeting is at the 19th, Tuesday, 4 o'clock,
Mm-hmm,
in the selectman's office.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
No,
Oh,
no,
Oh.
we're gonna leave this meeting and go up to the site visit, and then we adjourn from there, because we're still gonna continue our meeting, it's gonna be up there.
oh,
It's been
we have to let the
posted.
people,
Yeah, they're coming in, so.
Yeah, so we are going to take this meeting up to Pine Grove Cemetery, Section D, and we'll adjourn.
that would be
adjourn from there.
wonderful. All right,
Okay.
so we'll adjourn it from the cemetery.
Adjourn it from the cemetery.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're done.
Oh,